been? It's only been a day or two. Anybody feeling the Mercury direct energy? Anybody feeling the Mercury direct energy? Anybody seeing the Mercury direct energy? Tell me, are you in alignment? What do you see? Shoot us in an email. I wonder if you know, do you have a clue? Yeah. Woo, yay. That's the reason why. Yeah. You're always you're sexy boy. I wonder why. Bitch, my lips bother me a little bit. I kind of was being quick on the liner, so my top lip look a little weird. You know, you can like make your lip shape look any kind of way depending on how you line it. Bitch, I don't normally do no extra little lines, and it kind of went above my line a little bit, so it gave a little different little shape. So don't mind me, I just got distracted. But anyway, I wonder why on a lot of the songs back in the day, they said they was referring to their lover as boy and girl. I don't know. Like, he ain't no boy. Or is he? She ain't no girl. Is she? Or is it just the eye, the way you perceive them? You're so sexy, boy. Grown ass man. I don't know. That's just me and where I stand. Like, I don't know. Like, even with the boyfriend, girlfriend thing, to each his own. Hey, Mystique, I saw you earlier in Spirit. When we first started the live, I called you out. But I don't know if it's just me, but I used to have boyfriends up until I got married the first time. But I was like 20. So, but now, today, technically, Logas and I, we're not married on, like, we don't have a contract. We're not contractually married. But bitch, he's still my husband. And even when I don't acknowledge him as my husband, I say my lover or my man or my baby or something. But he is not my fucking boyfriend. He is not my boyfriend, bitch. Ain't nothing boy about him. And he ain't my man friend. I don't know. I feel like we too old for boyfriends and girlfriends. We ladies and gents. Ladies and gentlemen. That's just me, though. You do what you want when you popping. You do what you want when you popping. This my boyfriend. Bitch, where? Birth and Freedom said, happy to be live with you. Feeling it strong. Ashay, we're happy to have you along. If you know the vibe, come and sing the song. Hey, Ray Bay, just Kai, Graffiti, What It Be, Cosmic, Drea, Childu, What It Do, Ray Bay, what you say? Ray Bay said, are you going to take fraternity photos? I don't know. Probably so. I might do my own thing, though. I got the bars tonight. We riding them foreign cars tonight. Mystique said, you're definitely in a gleeful energy today. I love it. I fucking shade. Honestly, it kind of came out of nowhere. But honestly, I've been like this all weekend for real. But I don't know. I'm riding the wave right now. Cause you know, shit, the energy be up and down, bitch. 1 minute, 1 minute is heat, 1 minute is hell. So as long as it's well, I'm here. I mean, I'm here while it's well, and even when it's hell, bitch. But what you got in the mail, bitch? Childu said, I finally caught a show. Hey, where you been? Hey, Masterpiece. Boss Lady said, laugh a lot. Why is she so funny? Y'all, when I say I had the best laugh, that's probably why I'm good now, too. I had the best laugh. When I say I was crying yesterday at this laugh, I mean, at this meme I saw. And after I laughed, I was like, I really needed that. It's been forever since I had like a fucking like hard ass laugh. Graffiti said, how was your night off? It was lovely. It was so lovely. You said you left us hanging last night? I was outside with my man, bitch, and the family. I was out with the family, bitch. I was out with the family. Ray Bay said, yes, my energy level been up and down. I say, so we taking it as it comes. You say you here whenever I shave. No matter the weather. Sheba, hey Miss Baby Boo. You said I missed you last night. Ah, y'all wanna be blessed. Stop. I missed y'all too. But I've been doing better because I've been at least letting y'all know. It was one point in time where I'd forget and shit. And then I'd leave y'all hanging. I ain't even tell y'all in the stories and stuff. So I've been letting y'all know, even though it was like at 9:30 when I told you. who was checking the live? Like, what the fuck do play at? But come on, y'all, because I feel like it's going to be a good show. If y'all want to read it, y'all go ahead and send y'all love offerings in. Kyla said, me? I love y'all. I heard you was looking for me. Here I go, bitch. Here I go. Welcome in. If you ain't know, we in here live for the Crystaline Mars show. Don't fuck with me because I'ma throw an elbow. I'm Mrs. Duüblé Jones. I am the lady with the stones. I got them come here and I got them leave me the fuck alone. Y'all got my cheeks hurting. Like, seriously, chill out. Chill out, cuz. I kind of like my lip on the low. I can't even lie. I said I don't like it. It's a little weird, but I kind of like it a little bit. But yes, y'all meet us up here every freaking night. It's already a vibe. It's always a vibe with the CMT Crystaline Mars tribe. And head over to the website, y'all. What's the service of this week? The service of this week is the broke your heart. Oh, what's the service? I posted earlier, past life regression. Y'all book y'all session. Past life regression is the service sale of the week, 15% off. So y'all go ahead and book y'all appointments and stuff like that. But shout out to y'all who have been taking the initiative. It's been such a pleasure connecting with some of our OGs offline. Okay, CrystalineMars.com. Don't forget you get free shipping for all U.S. orders over $75. Thank you. Peace KP, what it be, what it do, what you see. I'm glad you're here with me. What else? I said y'all can send y'all love offerings. And if you do want a live reading tonight, what else we got? Sticker. I believe that's it. So let's go ahead and move into the message of the day. You said, girl, you a blessing. Why you say that? God's got a blessing with your name on it. With your name on it. What we got? I don't want to hear live your life. Here I am. I do not like green eggs and ham. You said McDouble. Why I saw it. You said MC Duüblé. McDouble in the house, don't play. Big time Bimby said, styling in the great mother turban as usual. You already usual. So, yes, the message of the day is don't forget where you came from. Do not forget where you came from. Some of us come from, less desirable spaces, less desirable places, right? But my message, the meaning behind, the inspiration behind, if you seek, you shall find. What you looking for is looking for you. So you better mind. But no, seriously, what I mean by that when I say don't forget where you came from is literally that. Like I said, some of us come from, we were maybe raised in undesirable, living situations. You could have been from, in very abusive relationships or, just at rock bottom financially, just at your lowest spiritually, mentally, emotionally. And it's heavy on, don't forget that space that you were in. Let that space that you were in be the very thing that reminds you of what not to do again. Okay? Let that remind you of what not to do again. Because remember, the past, the present, and the future, they simultaneously fucking exist. Okay? So we're always constantly given opportunity to create, right? To transmute, right? To rebuke, to run it back, to run it forward, to pause, to stagnate. And so when it comes to, if you want to go back, you can. But you don't. You don't. And I'm not going to sit here and say you won't, because it's dependent on your decisions. Okay? Fear also has its purpose. Fear serves its purpose. Okay, you know, we in the spiritual community, we like to say, you know, be fearless, fear not, trust self, and things like that. But let your fear of going the fuck back, like I said, be the thing that encourages you to move forward, encourages you to continue to do your work, encourages you to continue to be responsible, accountable, and do what needs to be done. Okay, because it's this heavy reset energy here. It's this heavy reset energy. I know we're always talking about endings, you know, endings of cycles, ending of karmic cycles, endings of this, endings of that, new beginnings. You know, every moment is a new moment that is not a new moment, right? Nothing's new under the sun. But in this Aries season, this was brought to my attention today. Y'all know we are in Aries season, right? The sun is in Aries. And I've been talking about the month 4, right? So the month 4 is very transcendental energy, level up energy, think outside the box, step outside the box, go against the grain, stop doing the same thing energy. But Aries also, that represents 9 in numerology, and 9 is the last number before we start a new cycle, right? So, Susie Carmichael, bitch. How long do we got? Yeah, why did I go that? When the sun enter Taurus season begins on the 19th. So we got about another week or two. We got another week or two, baby boo, for us to close out what no longer serves, for us to really look in the mirror and again be exactly who we say we are. You say YouTube on yet? Yeah. Yeah, we on YouTube. So again, don't forget where you came from. Let that be the very thing that reminds you of what the fuck not to do again. Okay? Remember them days you was broke? So when you get that bag, spend wisely. Ashe, invest in yourself. Ashe, invest in your wealth, your spiritual health, your mental health. All right? Kudos. Kudos, bitch. Hold on. I don't want to hear that though. So let's go ahead. What did it say? I try everything but therapy. Who is that? That looks like DJ Khaled, bitch. But it's not. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the daily energy. Hey, y'all. Mimi said, man, all law. Then took out the haters that wouldn't stop draining me, just like you said. Bass. Huh? Whatever you said. Peace, Billy. All right, Billy Blanks head ass. Y'all remember them damn Billy Blanks? Them damn Tabo videos, bitch. All right, come on. What we got? So the daily energy we're going to be diving into is for April 8th. So speaking of money. Tomorrow is the 8th. So we have this financial, like the vibration of money present. The moon is in Virgo, right? Speaking of that, some of y'all like luxury. Speaking of this moon in Virgo, some of y'all have expensive taste, right? Some of y'all like to, you like retail therapy. You just like to, the finer things in life. You like my sister, she's not a fast food type lovely. My sister loves to go blow a bag at fucking Fridays and goddamn, what's her spot? Bitch, Olive Garden, whatever the fuck. She like restaurants. And I be like, bitch, what the fuck? And some of us have those kind of desires or lifestyles or likings where we're just like, I want that, I want the top thing. And again, it's just this balance that needs to be had. Don't overindulge, right? Don't overspend. Again, remember where you came from type energy, but don't let that paralyze you to where now you are operating and you're like scared to spend money. But money may definitely be a focus on this day. All right. This will be a good day on the 8th as well to work with Oshun. Y'all. Y'all book y'all freaking unlock with Oshun and Ajay, as well as your Sweet Life Manifesto rituals. Y'all have definitely been coming through. And when I tell y'all, I always say, fuck around and find out. But when it comes to like this Sweet Life Manifesto, when it comes to Oshun and you seeing Oshun and you, life changing, okay? Mercury is officially direct. All right, Mercury is officially direct, so you're going to start to see things move forward again when it comes to just you feeling more empowered in the throat chakra. Mental clarity is going to be a big thing as well. Like you could just see again, you could breathe again, you can speak again, and you're going to see the energy move more like smoothly. Okay. I did channel though. That I channeled glad I got that over with. Glad I got that over with. So there may be something that you just need to go ahead and do and get behind you. And at the end of it, you can be like, whoo, I'm glad I got that over with. Maybe it's something you already did and something's going to come back up and you're going to think about it. Like, I'm glad that I'm past that. You know, there could be some energy that arises. Because that 8 energy represents Satan. It represents the devil. It represents karma. And tomorrow is Tuesday, which is, we have that war energy here for us. And, so this could be something that, you know, is coming back to the surface, okay? Some of y'all may find yourself as well setting boundaries in the spiritual and or the physical realm, bitch. And that may be the thing that triggers some spirits, okay? So get ready to stand on business, be the pillar, you know, manage your emotions. And if you got to destroy some shit, destroy some shit. But just know that there may be some heated kind of energy that arises because of what you're choosing to do. I did channel Lives Double Life. I don't know what that is about. Some of y'all are living a double life, or you want to live a double life where it's like you want to evolve and transform and like level up, but then you also want to keep certain things. And you're going to see on this day, like, I got to choose. Something got to go. Either it's me or it's them. Is this or is that? Like, what's it going to be? So that some of y'all may have to make a decision on this day as well. I did channel Respect the Boundaries Set. So somebody may have some boundaries set. Spirit could have had some boundaries set. You may set some boundaries. I don't know, but it's heavy on respect the boundaries that are set. Okay? If you see the do not enter sign, don't enter. This doesn't really feel like the day to really go against the grain, especially being it's the 8th. That's Capricorn energy. Capricorns love to be right. Capricorns love to be like, oh, you said don't do that. That's what the fuck I'm about to do. You know, so pick your battles wisely, because you might end up fucking yourself trying to prove a point. So again, definitely discern and know when to hold, when to fold, and how to move. Okay. What else we got? I also channel you don't have to accept every offer. So be aware of that. Be mindful of that. Yeah, channel overindulgence. Be mindful of who you smoke and drink with. Have you on the exchanging of the spirits, okay? I did see earlier before I started the live, it was like this energy where it was like guilty by association. And it was like, what the scenario specifically that I saw was, it was like a driver of a car and they had like passengers in their seat. And actually this was a police video. Remember like a few months ago I told y'all I used to love to watch the little police cams. And it was actually this one scenario where there was the driver of the car and she had 2 passengers. They flew in, they had their luggage and everything in her car, but they was smuggling, right? You know, narcotics and things like that. And I don't know if she really knew or not, but she says she didn't know. But being that she was the driver, being that it was in her car, she was like, I don't know how the court stuff went at the end of it, but she was guilty by association. And there was like one of the passengers was like, oh no, that's not my stuff. She just got some of her stuff in my bag. And it was like, well, your name is on the luggage. Like, your name is on the luggage and we found this in the luggage. So this is connecting it to you. I hear what you're saying, but your name on this bag. And all I got from that was I was seeing like this energy exchange, right? And it's not about you always just cutting somebody the fuck off. But it is important that, like, say when you get on the phone with certain people, especially to those of you who are sensitive, to those of you who are spiritually in tune, spiritually aware, where maybe you could see, you know, energies on people, you could feel energies on people, or you just fucking know the energies are on people. And say your friend calls you, or your loved one call you, your mama call you, your sister, your sibling, whoever calls you, and you really want to have a relationship with them, but you just don't want the shits that come with them, you may need to do some work in the background real quick. Something quick, ain't no serious, nothing too big, right? Because it is serious. But, you know, just visualize that dark energy being connected to them and dissipate it. Cut the cord and then go about your business, go about your conversation. And that way we clear that negative energy out so there is not a transfer that happens throughout that call. Okay, so some of y'all may want to take that kind of approach. Just moving forward, it may be needed tomorrow because the energy may be very thick. So it may be something that you have to train your mind to do, remind yourself to do. Even if it's in the middle of the call, you're like, oh shit, I forgot to clear the energy real quick. Do that for your wellness, okay? And what else we got? This will be a great day to conduct any protection rituals from any infiltration or any intrusions, okay? What else we got? They think they know what's best for you. And I channel power struggle energy. So that might be a thing for somebody. Again, know when to hold, when to fold. And you don't have to make an announcement about what you're going to do. Just do you. Ashe? How my mama say? Ashu. She like to say Ashu. So the colors for the day are blue, light blue. The colors for the day are light blue, black, and yellow. Light blue, black, and yellow. Light blue, black, and yellow. So y'all drop y'all light blue, black, and yellow hearts down below. The crystals for the day are dragon's bloodstone, smoky quartz, and purple mica. And the rituals for the day are the cut and clear and the leave me the fuck alone. Available on crystaline.com. So that's what I got for the collective for the daily energy. Let's go ahead and get into tarot tea time, you and me time. And like I said, if y'all do want a reading tonight, y'all can send y'all love offerings in. You can ask for a general, a love, a career, past life regression, future, past, present reading. You can ask about your lover, ask about your mother. I felt like the Maryland, y'all know they be oh no, that's who is that? Memphis, Tennessee with the But anyway, what else? Past life, numerology, birthday, whatever kind of reading you want. Y'all can send y'all love offerings in. Don't forget, it is a $15 minimum for a 6-card pull. Anything more, I'll just exchange energy accordingly. Look at y'all coming through with the lights, with the colors, with the hearts. Yeah. Big Time Bimby said, you told me get Ogun. Everyone need different Odisha at different times, I guess. Yeah, literally. Because think about it, each Odisha governs they govern different things. So it depends on where you are, what you got going on in that present moment, in that present season or whatever. Like it was one, and then it's not even the season. It may be just throughout the day. Like, okay, in regards to family, I got this stuff going on with my partner right now. I'm gonna connect with yin and yang when it comes to healing, when it comes to stepping into that divine feminine energy. But then at the job, bitch, I got so-and-so going on. So I'm gonna holler at Ogun to take care of this job situation, or y'all to take care of this job situation to make some changes here. But then on the other hand, when it comes to my business, I'm doing so-and-so, so I'm going to connect with Oshun over there. So it depends for sure. Everybody can't do everything. That's what I learned early in the game. When I first started cultivating my relationship with Papa Legba, bitch, I gave him so much more than what he was like, than what was his specialty. And he definitely played tricks on me. He was like, oh, you want to give me all of this and I don't even handle this stuff? Okay, I got something for you. And things did not go as I desired. And I was like, what the fuck going on? And I was like, oh, I was giving him everything. Can you open the door to this? And then I want that and I want that and I want that. He like, bitch, all I do is open the doors. That's it. All right. When it comes to you actually acquiring these things, you gotta holler at Oshun for that. You gotta holler at Ajay for that. You gotta holler at Olokun for that. And I was like, oh, okay. So for sure, know who you need, when you need them, and what you need them for. How many Odishas are there? Hundreds. There are hundreds of them. Hundreds. But me personally, I have a personal relationship that I connect with very frequently, like maybe 8 or 9. But it's hundreds of them, girl. So let's go ahead and get into the tarot tea time. Sugar, how you get so fly. So let's see what we got. I'm gonna pull from the tarot to see what we have here. Peace to wavy one. Hey, Jazzy babe. Kind of said that part for sure. So fly. Bitch, my nose. Okay. Bitch, my nose. Hey, brown skin. Up against my brown skin, I can do what you're speaking. I can do what mine is. Just learning I saw the Odishas for the first time ever. I called Papa Oleba to close portals to people mine who were taking advantage of them. He did, which was amazing to see them act schizo. Oh, wow. Wow. Oh, taking advantage of you. Oh, okay. So you asked him to close the door, close the portals to the people who were taking advantage of you. And you saw them act schizo. Okay, Virgo. Okay, with your sweet honey bones, you'll be here when I'm on it. Comes, you'll be here when I'm on it. Come on, Queen of Pentacles. This is giving, it's giving grounded. It's giving grounded. It's giving I ain't worried about nothing. It's giving I know what's here for me. I'm just waiting to be seen. What's this Queen of Pentacles? What's this Queen of Pentacles? What a beautiful way to start the day. This moon cycle is definitely, and we're coming to a fullness. The full moon energy, bitch, this little part right here is bothering me. Okay, there we go. I like the little drop, you know what I'm saying? But the full moon in Libra peaks on this upcoming Saturn day. And it's a lot of beautiful energy that's coming with this full moon. So this could have something to do with some money or unlocking some wealth here. Let's see. Or even if it's not money, it could have something to do with like material needs being met. Material needs being met. Ashe. What's up with this Queen of Pentacles? Talk to me. Nice. What's up? Let me see it. This is the LIYAH. We got the Eight of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles moving into the Eight of Pentacles. Some of y'all really need to take fucking action. Not some of y'all. All of y'all. What you got going on? I don't know. Somebody's job situation. I need you to show the fuck up. Wherever you have a contract set, that's your birthday too. What's your birthday? Tomorrow's your birthday? Is tomorrow your birthday, Kayla? But with this Eight of Pentacles, baby, if they paying you, if you're choosing to be there, show the fuck up. Show the fuck up. You'd be surprised how you shift your experience. What's the saying? When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Okay? So you may not be in position right now to change your job. You may not be in position right now to change cities. To change states, to lift your titties. I just wanted to rhyme. But you know, it's that time for you to shine, for you to show up and appreciate what you have, right? Be grateful for the haves, and you'll find like, wow, it's, even though there is more that I, desire, there is more that I aspire to be. I can make some shit shake right here until I don't have to anymore. But the moment you come in with that Grinch ass energy, that's what the fuck you gonna see. It's gonna be one thing that turns to the other, and then now the customer or the co-worker, the colleague, whoever, now they done came in with the shits, and you like, see, I was already yes, because you brought that energy. You brought that energy. Stop letting everybody else's energy negatively influence you. You show up with that vibrant energy, with the light, with the gratitude, with the positivity. And be okay with not everybody being on your vibe, but that's what they choose to subscribe to. So what's your subscriptions looking like? Again, don't forget where you came from. Shit is not as bitter as it used to be. And if you choose to continue to see and rewrite that story, then hey, that's your business. But you have the power to shift that energy. Okay? So, with this Queen of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles, what you get out, what you put in is what you get out. What you put in is what you get out. And some of you may be like, well, there is no opportunity for me to grow, or I'm just in this position for a little while, whatever. Still, show the fuck up. Don't forget that you're under surveillance 24 motherfucking 7. So you may not get a promotion, or you may not get that recognition over here, but you're going to get it over there. You're going to get it from some fucking where. The energy got to come back to you. The energy got to come back to you. So what are you putting out? Okay? If you were to rate your service, like when you call a company and they be like, oh, we'd love for you to have this, complete the survey after the call to rate your service. Say, what would you rate your service when it comes to your attitude, when it comes to just what you brought to the table? It is your responsibility to bring your best at all times. And I get it. Sometimes, you know, we are experiencing this human experience. So it's not going to be, you know, peaches and cream where you just woohoo every day. It's not. But don't forget the duty. Okay? Don't forget the blessing. Don't forget the honor that you have to hold this position. And you don't know what little bit you bring that could bring the biggest difference to the next person. That can shift somebody else's mood. You know? That can heal somebody else's energy. That can encourage or motivate somebody else. And again, it's not even about them. All right, but don't forget your role when it comes to the rooms that you're in, when it comes to the positions that you hold. All right? What's this? We got the Hermit. We got the Hermit here. Okay. So with this Hermit, this is like, I'm hearing a little church song. It's this church song that they used to sing, or they probably still sing it, but you know, I'm not there no more. But it's called like, don't let nobody turn you around, turn you around. Keep your feet on solid ground. And so I got your love offering, cut like Rennie. I got you for your reading. But I got you for your reading, Graffiti. But with the Hermit, some of y'all may just be like, you know what, I'm good on it. Fuck humans. I've been on some fuck the world shit lately. I tried. What's the future song? I'm trying to give up. I forgot the rest of the song, but he was like, I've been on some fuck the world shit lately. And some of y'all may be like, I'm tired of the job. I'm tired of the people at the building or wherever. And so I'm just gonna do them a favor. I'm gonna do myself a favor and just remove myself. No. How about you fortify yourself? How about you look inside and ask yourself, what parts of me are uncomfortable right now that I choose to just run away from? You know what I mean? With this Hermit crab energy. How are you robbing yourself from receiving the support, from receiving this abundance, from receiving this love? Again, how can you fortify and ground yourself? Like, no, bitch, I'm not about to fucking escape. I'm not about to run. I'm not about to tap out. I'm not about to give it to somebody else to do it. I'm going to sit the fuck right here. And if you don't like it, then you can remove yourself. But it's given very much give them something to talk about. Positively. You don't got to be a dick. You don't got to be a dick. You don't got to be a bitch. You don't got to be a brat. You know what I mean? But let's rise, kings and queens of pentacles. All right? August 9th may be significant. September 8th may be significant. What we got here? We got the Knight of Cups. So the Hermit, and we have the Knight of Cups. Okay, because like I said, you're going to get your flowers. You're going to get your recognition. You're going to get what's due to you. It just may not be from the people you expect it to be from. It may not be from your family members, right? It may not be from those who you poured into. They don't have, not everybody that you poured into have the capacity to pour into you that same way. Again, know your role. But then it's often when we get into that space where we look like, oh, I done gave this, I done did that, I done did this, I done did that, and I'm left with nothing. Now it's just me. I don't have nobody. Baby, you did what you were supposed to do. And trust me, the energy, like I said, gonna come back to you. Even if it wasn't from the source you gave it to, or that person that you gave it to, or whatever. Okay? So don't let the lack of recognition, the lack of flowers, trust me, we see you. We see you. And you gonna get your flowers. Some of you need some confirmation right now. Like, you know, I'm feeling a little low. And you may know, like, subconsciously or even consciously, like, you that one, right? But maybe, you know, just due to results or due to the lack of love and support, you just like, am I? You know, like, I mean, I'm tired of going to buy my own flowers. You know, self-love, I've been doing that. I've been loving on me, but I want to get loved on too. That's going to come through very, very, very soon for some of you. Just to give you that confirmation, like, you good. I told you it was good. Somebody may come and just tell you, like, yo, thank you for being you. You know? I look forward to seeing you, or I love your smile, or I love your energy, or, you know, remember that time you said so-and-so like that? I really needed that. Somebody's going to get that very soon. Okay, so don't you hold back. Because you holding back is you holding back the love and your essence and who you are and what you have to give is literally you are holding back. You're blocking yourself from receiving that same thing. I laughed because the other day I said something to Brother Logas and I was like, you gotta hug me or something. I was like, you were supposed to hug me. Something I said. And he was like, you were supposed to do it first or something like that. And I was like, why? Why did I have to do it first? And he was like, because you had to initiate it. You wanted to manifest, right? And I was like, But that was a word in itself. Like, you lead. You lead by example. You lead by example. And it's nothing like moving with integrity. It's nothing like moving with love. And no matter how the person receives it, no matter how they may throw it back in your face, they may snoop their nose up, they may reject or whatever, and let that sit with them. But it's nothing like feeling light. It's nothing like feeling free and knowing that you chose who you were going to show up to be. You chose intentionally. Like, you know what? I don't care. I know you don't care for me. But God put this on my heart to bless you with this. You know? And you'll find that those same ones who don't fuck with you will be in position to come, and now they got to ask you for help. Now they need you for whatever it is. They got turned the fuck around. Some of them hate to come to you. And they're being repositioned. Like, excuse. Yep, we're going to put you right. Yeah, you try to run. Yep, come right back to collective. And it's like, now how you going to show up? How you going to show up? You're going to be like, yeah, see, I told you. Or, now I'm going to do you. No. Because then you're going to be sitting with that. Do you want that? You said, sis, I've sent the Venmo payment, yet it asks for the last digits, a complete payment. Can you assist me to complete payment? The last digits of what? My phone number? The last digit of my phone number is 2020. What you see? I'm not sure if that's what you're asking for. That's odd. You said, this is a word for me, honey. Haven't been feeling the work, but they paying too. I need to show up. Yeah, come on. Don't let this energy come in. And again, get in the motherfucking way. Okay, baby boo. We got the 10 of Cups. Again, like I said, that love and support is here. That love and support is here. And it's okay to not be okay too. Somebody's going through some stuff right now. We got let's take a long walk around the park after dark by Jill Scott. Some of y'all are really going through some stuff. You're like, I just need a friend to talk to, bitch. I'm stressed. I just need to vent. I just need a hug. Ask for that. Ask for that. Okay, so how are you not asking or, putting yourself in position to really, like, be vulnerable? Like, how somebody gonna show up for you and they don't know that they need to show up for you? Because maybe you always are trying to be the strong one with the grounded. I got it together. Bitch, the coin is slipping out your fingers. I got it. Stressed like shit. Bitch, you got love here. You got support. Even if it's energetic. I get it. Some of our lives are set up differently. Some of us are in hermit mode where you may be distant from family members, friends for whatever reason, right? Whether it's physically, emotionally, spiritually. Again, they may not have the capacity to show up for you in the way that you need to. So seek your tribe, seek your support. Ask Spirit to make it clear as day. Like, show me who's here for me now. Like, who can I call? Because there may be somebody in your phone. And I'm seeing somebody who you don't talk to like that. But you can call them and like they show up. They show up. They don't hold you to, it's like you pick up where you left off kind of thing. Like, what you need, friend? Like, I got you. It's kind of that energy. So, again, ask and you shall receive. But with this 10 of Cups, like I said, a lot of y'all are going to have the support come through. What else we got? I love you. I love you. And I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. You a fucking beast. You a beast. I don't care what they said. I don't care what your past, what you did, right? You may have done some fucked up shit. You may have said some fucked up shit. You know what I mean? But you are so much more than your mistakes. Okay? You're so much more than your shortcomings. And I'm proud of you again. Hold on, change is coming. Okay, so we have... the Hangman here. So, the Hangman, bitch, I am high off life. Hey, Richard Wright. Peace, baby boo. What do? I got you 22, Amina. So with the Hangman, this is a shift of perspective. A need to surrender. A need to let go of something. A need to let go of something. And the song we have in the background now playing is Hold On, Change is Coming. And then we talk about when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. So again, turn that frown upside down. Okay? Some of us need to be more flexible. Be more open to the shifts and the changes that are happening right now. There is a paradigm shift that's happening right now. Some of y'all are so tired of people being in position who are abusing power. You know what I mean? Maybe they're picking favorites or they're just nasty. And you're just like, bitch, how the boss, the manager, the head honcho, whoever. And it's like, you are the worst person to be in that position. And some of y'all just waiting for the change to come. Some of y'all just waiting for the spurs, for the universe to move that energy on out so you can because some of you even want to fill that position. You're like, I got what it takes. I got what it takes. And some of y'all already are in that position, but it's like this interference energy here. And you're just like, bruh. But again, let's shift the way we look at things. The things that you hate in people, ask Spirit to show you that same thing in yourself. And then when that thing may not show up right in that moment. That thing may arise the next day. The next day you talking to somebody or somebody come to you and say, hey, collective, so-and-so, you make me feel some kind of way when you do this. Or so-and-so said that you did this. Whatever. And that could very well be your clear sign where it's like, hey, this is you outside of you, baby boo, and you couldn't see it in you. You saw it in Bill. You saw it in Nancy. You saw it in Jill and Lil, and it irked your nerves. But that same thing exists in yours. You know, it may just look a little different. It may be more subtle, maybe. Or it may be just as loud, but you know, it's easy to see outside of ourselves than to look in the mirror and really see ourselves. Right? Let's see. And then also some of you may need to shift the way you view your support or your friends. You may have these expectations again for them to show up. You ever have like a friend who always is needy? It is nothing wrong with needing a shoulder to cry on, with needing, you know, you may need to borrow a little money sometimes or every now and then or something like that. It's nothing wrong with that. But I'm talking about, you ever have that person who just leaned on you like, damn, bitch, my shoulder hurt. Damn, it's always something, or you always sad, or I always gotta talk you up, I always gotta talk you out, like, bitch. And they have, like, they put their burdens on you like it's your responsibility. Some of us may be doing that. You may feel like, oh, so-and-so won't show up for me, or so-and-so. What is that? That's your responsibility. Your emotional well-being, even when it comes to your partner. Even when it comes to your partner. Your emotions is your responsibility. It is not your partner's responsibility to make you feel any kind of way. Now, it is nice if they support you. It is nice if they show up to kind of, you know, help you usher through these things, you know, navigate these spaces. But it is not their responsibility at the end of the day. So what responsibilities, and it may not even be emotional, but what responsibilities do you have that you're putting on other people and now you mad at them because they ain't showing up? Bitch, that was your shit, not theirs. And so just even having that awareness can allow for you to just accept them in the way that they're showing up, right? What else we got? We about to close up for collective because I got personal readings. Yes, we got the Page of Pentacles. We got the Page of Pentacles and we have the Wheel. This is so beautiful. What's at the bottom of the deck? So right before I went live, Brother Logas was crossed out like he was Jesus, bitch. He was stretched with his arms out. He had his legs crossed and he was doing his little red light special shit. And I laughed. I was just fucking with him. I was like, okay, Christ consciousness. And with that, I'm just seeing like, I did channel this message too. It was like this energy of sacrifice, right? This energy of compassion, this energy of empathy, this energy of love, wisdom, and healing here. But with this wheel, oh, and so with that, we have the judgment in reverse. That's why I brought that up, because the judgment represents like awakening, evolving, transcending, you know, leveling up spiritually, but it's in reverse. So it's like, what do you need to clear up? What are you so stuck on with this Page of Pentacles that you're not allowing yourself to close up this cycle, which can be the very thing that leads you to the heaven here on earth? The heaven, you know, which leads you to that epiphany, that understanding of, wow, I can create this. This is something I can create now, not something I experience after, right? What part of you do you need to allow for yourself to die, you know, so you can be reborn, you know? So again, there's opportunity, like I said, for us to always create something new. So what are you creating? You see she's on her tiptoes in both of these. She's on her tiptoes on both of these. So there could definitely be, I do feel like some of y'all have been strengthening. Y'all have been growing stronger and stronger with your walk. Because, you know, bitch, some ballerinas, you got to have some strong ass toes to be on them like this. You know, and some of y'all may have feel like now you're walking on eggshells. You're walking a thin line. And it's just like, whoo, like I just want to be free, or I just want to like do whatever I used to do, or do all that I want to do. And Spirit's like, yeah, no. If it's not in alignment, if it's not a part of your purpose, we are definitely, we're severing that energy. You know, we're ending these contracts here. So definitely expect a closeout. And with this closeout, there's going to be an opportunity for you to create the reality of your dreams and start over. Okay? So yes, Six of Pentacles and the Sun. I'm coming out. Doom, doom. I want the world to know. Got to let it show. So I have some good news coming through. We have all this Pentacle energy, like I said. This with Venus going direct, as well as Mercury now went direct. We got the full moon energy coming up. We got the Virgo moon energy that's present now. This is a lot of beautiful energy to work with. All right. We got Halo now playing in the background. So again, that rebirth, that transcendence energy. Let's rise, y'all. So that concludes our collective tarot tea time. Let's close out with our declarations. What we got? We got the Wheel of Fortune. That card just came out. Where you at? Come on, the Wheel of Fortune. There's a season for everything, and this is yours. This is my season. Y'all declare that. This is my season. If you haven't already received the good news, then where you at? If you have not already received the good news, it's on its way. It is safe to celebrate. You deserve it. Don't question the joy. Do not wait for the other shoe to drop. Rejoice, beautiful. You are the moment. This is your time. Positive change, positive vibes. It's on the way. Didn't say hold on, change is coming. Positive change is coming. Expansion, revolution, evolution. Be open to change. Be open to change. This is a great season to let go of the past and take a big risk. One thing about the Wheel of Fortune is it keeps turning. For some of your ancestors, it was difficult to feel joy for joy's sake. Heal their energy by celebrating your now. Y'all leave down below, I celebrate my now. Allow yourself to celebrate your now. Learn what it feels like to revel in joy, pleasure, and fun just for the sake of it. You may have been experiencing obstacle after obstacle after obstacles. Setbacks, misfortune, and luck. Maybe things just have not been going your way. Take a breath. Don't make any sudden movements. The fates may not have been on your side, but you know that this too will pass. This too shall pass. You may be feeling a bit helpless right now, but remember, you are still in charge. That's the energy. Ashe, I fucking she. I love this energy, y'all. So that concludes our tarot tea time, you and me time. I'm going to now go ahead and get into our personals. If you resonate with my energy, if you want your own personal in-depth reading, y'all can always book on the website, CrystalineMars.com. But I'm going to now go ahead and get into the personals. First come, first serve. Let's see who we got. So we have Cut Like Rennie up first. General reading for Cut Like Rennie. After Cut Like Rennie is Graffiti with the Orisha read, and then Amina. So Rennie, Feedy, Rennie, Feedy, Mina. Rennie, Feedy, Mina. Okay? So starting with Rennie. General for Rennie. What does Rennie need to know right now in this present moment? Let it show. Let them know. Rennie, Rennie, Rennie. Okay. So you have the High Priestess here, Rennie. Let's see what you got. Okay, Rennie, damn. Oh, shit, Rennie. You got the Judgment? Rennie, we got the Two of Pentacles here. Oh, halo, I can see your halo. 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 You may be seeing a lot of twos, 222. 222. You got 22222 here. Let's see. You got the Magician. God damn. What you been doing? Rennie, you've been on the money, Rennie. I don't know what you've been doing, but you've been doing what needs to be done. You've been doing what needs to be done. Wait, we got 4, 5, 6. Give me one more for Rennie. Ren. What the fuck? Ren. God damn. So, Rennie, it's giving like jackpot. It does feel like, what I'm seeing is a scenario where somebody has been like, really trying to feel, because I'm seeing like somebody guess like the lottery numbers, and they just play the same numbers, but they like switching them up or something like that. And it's somebody finally hits. So obviously it may not be lottery, it may not be jackpot in that scenario, but it was something that you were fishing for, something that you have been doing in spirit that is literally paying off. Wow. You may have been trying to juggle your finances here, maybe back and forth when it comes to jobs or what you want to do, but I see that all coming into alignment. We have the card of celebration here, so you may be celebrating something here. You may be celebrating something very, very soon, and this something is a manifestation. This is a manifestation, literally a physical manifestation, because with the Empress, this is about birth, something being birthed in spirit. So I don't know what sees you. You may have worked with the solar eclipse energy, the new moon energy. I don't know what you've been doing. But with this Empress, I'm seeing the full moon stick out right now. I did talk about this upcoming full moon on Saturn day. So there could be some full circle moments, some blessings, some manifestations this upcoming Saturday, this upcoming weekend. Okay? And even like the 3 days after Saturday. Okay? But it does feel like you have timeline shift. Again, I need you to give yourself credit. Like we talked about celebrating your now. Go ahead. Literally, that message of the day was one for you. Give yourself, and you already said it, I celebrate my now. Go ahead and celebrate in advance. But it is this energy of moving with wisdom, though, with this High Priestess. Move with wisdom. Again, don't forget where you came from, but you definitely have leveled up here to where something is going to be easier, something that you were struggling with, just trying to like really balance the two. Something could have been weighing on you, could have been very heavy. I do see that coming again, like full circle, and you're like, woo, like I said, for tomorrow's energy. Glad I got that over with here. Yeah, with this Empress, this is like your babies. You're at the end of the road. We channeled this energy for the collective the other day where it was like, your baby coming out any day now. Your baby's coming out any day now. You have officially reached full term. Okay, so do not, the next 1 to 3 days, the next 1 to 4 days may be significant, but do not let doubt creep in. Do not let doubt creep in. Okay, so continue to water your seeds. Continue to use your visualization, your imagination to bring in this energy, but something's coming in expeditiously, okay? That's what I got for you, baby boo. So Graffiti want an Orisha read. Let's see what we got for Graffiti. Coming to break you off. Break me off a little bit, Rennie. Rennie say, I just let you hold something, Duüblé. I just gave you a love offering. I shade, Rennie, but I'm just saying, Rennie, if you ever want to swing my way, I ain't gonna say no. What we got? If you ever want to add to the tip jar, because it is feeling like big money grip energy, honestly. Or you just feeling rich. If you feeling rich, bitch. You right on the money, though. I'm proud of you. This is definitely something that you've been working hard towards. like balancing and just doing better. All right, what's up, Graffiti? All right, who we got? We got Altar here. So what's up with this Altar? Who want an altar? Somebody maybe want an altar, Graffiti. Who want an altar? What's up with this altar energy? Orumala. We have Orumala. Okay, it's giving very much prosperity and wealth. But let's see. Orumala is the Orisha of wisdom and divination. Knew the universe's secrets and was trusted to guide the other Orishas. Oh my gosh, Graffiti. He once saved the world by using his knowledge to prevent chaos. His guidance encourages you to seek wisdom, trust in foresight, and to use knowledge to navigate life's challenges with clarity. Peace, Miss Paula. I'm so glad you joined us. My condolences. I send you love and healing. I did get word of what you're going through with your family, and I send you love. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. But Graffiti, yes. So Orumala, and we have Altar. All right, so Orumala is calling out, you know, we've been talking about this energy with this higher wisdom, right? With this guiding, with this you stepping into the light and the, you know, embracing the dark, the shadows in you. And Orumala's like, I'm here to help you. J Garden may help you. And you see like this green and yellow. I say, Rennie, you see this green and yellow? So this is, again, like I told you, Graffiti, this is literally confirmation. Remember I was talking about how you don't have to let go of, you know, the things that bring you life, you know, your artistic expression, your music, your art and things like that. But let's expand that. Let's expand that, okay? Because this green and yellow is like very prosperous energy, very wealthy energy, solar plex and heart energy. So it's time for you to rise, and Orumala is here to assist you. Let's see what Orumala has to say. Let's see what Orumala has to say. What does Orumala has to say? We have the Eight of Wands, so things are about to move. Things will move. The quicker you move, the quicker things are going to move for you. Okay, so you may have been pondering on something, procrastinating. Again, and it's not about just bum rushing, but it's, again, taking action when you know it's time. Okay? You may have to make some quick decisions here, but we have the Knight of Cups. Like I said, the quicker you move, the quicker this energy is going to come through for you. What's up? And also the Knight of Cups. This is that Cups energy, right? That overfloweth that we talked about. And then this card is also of intuition, of messages, you know, divine messages and things like that. So it's like, let's go. Let's go. We got the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Ten of Pentacles. So it's like your ancestors. I do see, yeah, it's like the ancestors want to work through you as well. The ancestors, your ancestors, the collective ancestors want to work with you. Oh my gosh, Graffiti. It's like, they're like, I want to bless you. Because I know that you're going to, first of all, you strong. You got that warrior energy. You're responsible. You're very loving. You're very wise. Like, you're the perfect candidate, Graffiti. The ancestors are saying you are the perfect candidate. Like, literally. And they're like, I want to bless you with this. I want to send my descendants to you. The ancestors, the ancestral energy is like, I want to send my descendants to you. They're going to have other gods and things like that, but I want you to be one of them. It's given like, you know, it's given like the teacher who the parent requests. And the parent's like, I want my kid to be in that class. It's giving that energy. But you over here like, well, I got to go back to school. Or I gotta. Remember, you're going to always be learning. You're going to always be learning. We got the eclipse. Okay? So with this eclipse, a lot of energy moved out. That eclipse also brought a lot of change here. So what have you yet to eclipse out? What have you yet to embrace here? Okay? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We got the Five of Wands in reverse. The Five of Wands is the card of challenge. Is the card of challenge and hard, not life. I'm gonna make it hard, bitch. It's in reverse. So then we just say this energy has been eclipsed out. It is being eclipsed out. It is being eclipsed out. Okay? Wow. And you just in your own damn way. We got the Judge. We have the Judge here. So this is my energy here. And it's like, it's interesting because it's like you've been manifesting, you've been setting intentions, you've been having your own blueprint, right? And it's like, but the gods though, they see what you can't see. And when I say they, it's just it's other consciousness, other higher levels of you that you just got to connect with. But it's like you see on a higher level more. And so those shifts are happening, but it's like your ego is just like locked in, like, nah, this is what I always saw. This is always what I wanted. It got to look like this. And they're like, nah, it could look totally different. And you you're going to still have that connection to the things that you do want to do. You're still going to be able to express yourself in ways that you do want to, but it's just more. There's more. There's more. Okay, one more. Thank you. We have the liberation. Free yourself, graffiti. I told you when we get to that crown chakra, we're going to have, that's going to be a reset for you. That's going to be a reset for you. But I told you this energy is being eclipsed out, and this is time for you to now give yourself permission to start anew. Okay, Yang Twins, bitch. We are not twerking right now. Okay, so that's what I got for you, graffiti. I got that for you. We got the Three of Pentacles. So here go that 3 coming out again for you. All right. So that's what I got for you, baby boo. Orunmila is the Orisha that was speaking to you. And with that Orunmila, that wisdom, higher wisdom energy, that's that very wise ancestral energy coming through as well. All right. You got to go. It's time for you to go, graffiti. All right, baby boo. So who's next up? We have Amina. Amina, what kind of reading did you want, baby? Amina, what kind of reading did you want? Graffiti, was you here, bitch? Graffiti was just receiving. I know he was here. You said, thank you for sharing the messages. Fire rituals are being highlighted lately. Which side of my ancestry is passing this gift to me? Oh, okay. Pray this is clear. Okay. I got you. Let's see what we got. Let's see. Damn, bitch. All the cards facing every kind of way. Peace, Lotus B. Y'all be sure to like this live. Share this live as well. Thank y'all for y'all cash apps and y'all Venmos and y'all super chats as well. All right. Okay, we have the Dreamer here. We got the Queen of Swords. So this is giving matriarchal energy. Matriarchal, divine feminine energy. We got to go. We got the Voyager in reverse. Ashe. I love you to my, by the way, we in the Mars energy right now. I know. We got the Magician. Let's go. We got the Long Road in reverse. Lovey said we in Mars energy, by the way. Baby, you don't know my last name. I'm Mrs. Duüblé Jones, but I'm also Mrs. Mars. What we got? We got the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. 4, 5, 6, 7. We got the Seven of Wands upright. Okay. We have the Guardian in reverse. 9 of Swords upright. All right, so definitely there is this divine feminine energy that is working with you closely when it comes to manifesting. Okay, but there is some spiritual interference that I do feel right now that's currently being dealt with. That's part of why you're being I don't know if you've been working with the fire element, but that fire burning energy is definitely going to be prevalent when it comes to like working rituals, when it comes to severing cords as well. Okay, but with the dreamer, we have the magician, long road in reverse. You are closer to something than you may realize, but I do see some energy that needs to be severed though. I do see some energy that needs to be severed, especially with this got to go. And we have the Voyager here in reverse. There is some interference here. Okay, so working with Sekhmet and Ogun. Sekhmet and Ogun. I'm not sure if you are familiar with them, but I would definitely, you know, do my studies and begin to cultivate your own relationships with them. Okay, they do have like that warrior energy, and Ogun is going to assist you when it comes to clearing the path, and Sekhmet is going to come through and assist you when it comes to destructing that of which needs to be destructed. Okay. But with the Guardian in reverse, and we have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse and the Seven of Wands upright. I do feel like there is a message in regards to you needing to call more. You say, yes, you're familiar. Gang. You do need to delegate. You do need to delegate specific ancestors, deities, entities when it comes to specific tasks that you need done. You may have just been calling on them generally, asking for them to assist you in fighting on behalf generally, but I am getting a message of getting more specific so everybody knows exactly what their role is, what their task is. Okay, because I do see a lot of war energy here. It doesn't feel negative or like something for you to worry about. Well, I take that back. It doesn't feel like, it's not bad. I mean, I'm trying to get the like appropriate word, but it is a war that's happening right now. Personally with you and your spiritual team, your spiritual court and all those things. And again, what you can do is I'd recommend like you going into a meditative state, calling forth your spiritual court, your spiritual team, your ancestors, and you can see them all as soldiers, right? You could visualize them having on the same uniform, whether it's camouflage, your favorite color, whatever it is, right? Visualize all of them and literally call each one forth. You can group them in pairs and task them when it comes to, okay, I need you to take care of the job situation, or I need you to take care of this X situation, or I need you to take care of this anxiety over here, or I need you to take care of this blockage over there. Like, I'm just getting the delegate. I'm definitely getting the delegate here. Even you can do that while looking into the flame as well. Looking into the flame as well. And also with the fire, burning rituals, like writing letters and burning them as well, and removing the ashes, disposing of the ashes away from your home into a river or into like a sewer that's far away from your home. But yeah, with this Queen of Swords, it's time for you to move into this authoritative space and to communicate clearly. Communicate clearly. And even when it comes to your communicating on the physical realm, it's heavy on stand on what you say. Like, stand on what you say. Stop sending mixed signals. Mean what you say what you mean. And you don't have to answer right away as well. You know, you could think, pause for a second or two before you respond to make sure your response is actually in alignment with what you truly think, what you truly know or believe. Okay, but I do see a shift happening in that throat chakra. You're definitely going to be feeling more empowered in that throat chakra. So working with their light blue candles, your light blue and your lower chakra. So your light blue, your red, and your orange and your yellow candles. Those are going to be your best friends, even if it's just a tea light, a charm candle, or a prayer candle. Okay, so that's what I have for you. I do offer guided meditations on the website. I have a unlocking with Sekhmet, and I have an unlocking with Papa Legba and Ogun meditation. So you could check those out, which will definitely help you when it comes to just activating certain energy and cultivating a deeper relationship. Because I like to consider myself a middleman when it comes to the services that I provide with the Orisha and, you know, the different deities and things that I do work with. So if you'd like to strengthen your relationship, cultivate a relationship, initiate a relationship with these beings, again, I'm here to be at service, or I even offer like chakra clearing services and personal rituals as well. So if you do want to work together, right, because I don't do everything for you, I just assist you in what you're doing. Check out the website. CrystalineMars.com, and you can look on the personal rituals tab or the personal services, and just check out and see what resonates with you, okay? So that's what I have for you. And that concludes our personal readings for tonight. Tonight was definitely a vibe, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all stay with us. Y'all stay with us. We're now about to be transitioning over to our next segment, which is the spiritual lesson with Brother Logas. But if y'all vibe with the show tonight, y'all leave some white hearts down below. Let me see. Let me know. All right. Graffiti said, I've never had Orumala speak to me before. I will connect with him in a meditation. Ashe, and the altar card came out, so you definitely, that might be one of your friends, and that might be one of your new woadies. Birth and Freedom said, perfect. Yes. Lots of energy to charge. Yes. Now I can move with more clarity. I'll check that out. Thank you. Of course. And thank you for allowing me to tap to your energy and read and bring some light and clarity for you. I see our little hearts. Those colors are so cute. That baby blue, yellow, black, and white. That's so gorgeous. All right, y'all. So, wait, because I'm mixing the cards up. Okay. He said, for sure. Let me see what he needs from me. Ashe. Or not even what he needs from you, or what do you want? What do you need from you? I think it's time for you to shift your perspective around that. It's not about you. The Orishas are here to be at service for you. It's you in it's you in a different expression, but you can be at service for them. You know what I mean? But do you want to still navigate in that space where they're telling you what to do? You know what I mean? Y'all could work together. You know, they could give you a little insight, you know, some little recommendations and stuff like that. But don't forget that you are or not, you know, you can choose to take that seat and delegate, you know? Peace, Miss Carolyn. Ashe. So yeah, let's go ahead and shift that. What you want? What you want from him? What you want from you? What you need answers, clarity to? What you trying to do that you need a little light bulb, you know? Like, I need you to go get me that. Help me unlock this. You know? Help me see that. Bitch. All right. What Brother Logas got going on back here, bitch? What he got going on? Hold on. I like the little yellow. The little yellow for my mellow. You said, yeah, I see it. It's a call up for me. For real. Still up here playing small. But it's okay. All right, what's this? Oh, we got a health talk, bitch. Okay, y'all. Peace. I'm Christina. I meant Christian. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. And y'all stay tuned. Take a little note or two. All right.
Peace, family.
Yes.
Today's spiritual lesson is on health and on supplementation, on supplements. Okay, I know we want to get back to nature. That's what the spiritual thing is, to get back to nature. But as I've said, we are too far past gone of nature, and we are no longer natural beings, not because of GMOs, not because of technology, not because we've cut down too many trees in the forest or anything like that, not because we've been out of the jungle too long, no, but because we have already been genetically modified as beings, right? We did not, in my opinion, just naturally evolve into the human beings, but we were modified into these beings. Therefore, we are partially natural and partially enhanced, right? Therefore, we need enhancements when it comes to our nutrition, right? And we need supplementation. What we tend to do, though, in the spiritual community, we focus way too much on the herbs, and it's not that there's anything wrong with the herbs. It's just that the herbs are one thing. They're medicines. They're medicinals, for the most part. There's some herbs that have more of an that are more nutritional, but most herbs are more on the medicinal side, right? That being said, the herbs we can only get so much out of the herbs because our bodies are so lacking in nutrition, and that the herbs, which are coming straight from nature, they can only do so much. They're more useful to those people who are still living in a more natural way and have their gut microbiome, their bacteria, and their bacteria and mineral and vitamin content is already balanced. But since so many of us are unbalanced in those areas, the herbs are not enough. So we have to go deeper into our supplementation bag. So here I've written, I know it's for most of you, I think this is the right way for you, right? But this is the right way for me to see. I show you so it looks a little better. I have a little less room. But essentially what we got here is what the main things. I didn't write every single detail of everything, but these are just the main things that you want to search for, and you want to add all of these things into your supplementation. So when you're looking for supplements, when you're looking for powders, when you're looking for teas, when you're looking for extracts, when you're looking for tinctures, when you're looking for pills, right? This is what you want to be looking for. All of these things in some form or fashion, right? So you want to be looking for vitamins. Some of the most important ones are going to be vitamin D3 with K2, vitamin C. You want the timed release vitamin C to be specific, timed release. We want the vitamin B complex, especially B9 and B12. And most importantly, we want B9 and B12 to be methylated. We want them to be methylated. Okay. As far as minerals, we want iodine, and we want our electrolytes, right? We want the other trace minerals as well, but we definitely want iodine. We definitely want our electrolytes. Electrolytes are I think phosphorus, potassium, calcium, magnesium, I think sulfur, right? I think those are the five main electrolytes. We also want amino acids. Notice I didn't say proteins, but amino acids. Protein is just this combination of all types of amino acids with other things, all types of amino acids, right? But our body's not going to use all those, the whole protein, right? But they're going to use the amino acids, though, right? So we want to go amino acids. We want omegas. We want our omegas. More specifically, we want a lot of omega-3s, a whole lot of omega-3s, and if you can, some omega-7s. Some omega-7s, which are not as common, but we definitely want the omega-7s, right? We want our antioxidants through supplementation, right? Getting our antioxidants, we don't get enough through the food, we need it through supplementation, right? And sometimes getting it through food comes other things that we don't necessarily want. We want our microbials, meaning it's a certain type of, it's a supplement that will that destroys and gets rid of, harmful bacteria, basically, right? We want pre, pro, and postbiotics, right? And very specifically, anything that's a polyphenol. Anything that's a polyphenol, essentially, right? That's not the crux, not all of it, but that's kind of the crux of it all, is the polyphenols. So a lot of things, if you look up polyphenols, and then you'll come across these different types of polyphenols. Some of them are prebiotics, some of them are postbiotics, right? But they all feed the probiotics, that you get from like your yogurts, your kombuchas, and stuff like that. So that is the main points of focus when it comes to supplementation, right? If you are attacking all of these particular areas, right, throughout your research and throughout your picking of items, if you are getting these things, in fact, I want to add one more thing actually to this. We also want to add, where would I add it? I guess right here in the PPP here, hydrogen. We want to add hydrogen here. I gotta write it backwards here. Hydrogen, right? It's another, you could say, pre-biotic type of thing, pre-postbiotic type of thing, right? Hydrogen gas. Ashe. So that is today's spiritual lesson. Now we're going to the Q&A. Ashe. Peace to all of the Facebookers and the OGs on IG and the YouTubers. Appreciate all the likes, shares, and subscribes. As well as all of the reposts and the reels. As the stories and the Zelles and the love offerings and donations and the Cash App super chats and Apple Pays. We appreciate all of those, as well as just your interaction. Shame. See, peace to Graffiti. Said I'm glowing. I just got some, what is this on my, I got marker on my nose or something. Yeah, I got that perilla oil on. Put that perilla oil on after the shower. Perilla oil, very high in omega-3s. Very, very good for the skin. Right. I don't put lotion on personally. I haven't put lotion on for quite it's been some years. Sometimes I put like hand lotion on, after wash my hands, but otherwise, when it comes out of the shower type deal, I've been using for many years olive oil, and most recently I added perilla oil to the mix. Diamond Water, FYI. YouTube sees the text backwards. Love the content. Yes, they do see the text backwards. That's why if you look at it, the top half is written one direction and then the bottom half is written in the other direction. So the bottom half that I wrote is written backwards so that you can read it forward. And then whichever, I don't know if Instagram sees it the other way, or if Facebook sees it the other way, they'll be able to see it, correctly. Ashe. Ashe, yeah. The bottom half. Ashe. So I'll give you a minute or two to decide if there's anything that you would like to, any comments, questions, or concerns that you'd like to share. Ashe, it's 10:11 right now. I forgot. I did forget to add one more thing, but I would have ran out of room up there. But you also, for another supplement that you want to add to your list of supplementation would be heavy metal binders. That's another crucial supplement that you want to add into the mix. A heavy metal binder, right? And there's different heavy metal binders that you can use out there. Your chlorellas, your zeolites, your activated charcoals, and there's like other ones out there too. Shade lights will be left on. Shade. Peace to Marzetta Patterson and Living Healthy with Liz. Confused says, what's your opinion on eating foods that are shaped like body parts? Like how walnuts are shaped like the brain. I think that's a very fun way to look at food in that manner. I think it's a very useful way to try to navigate through, nutrition on, the types of foods we should eat. But, it's because walnuts are good for the brain, right? They are very good for the brain. But it is a primitive way of going about doing it. It's a primitive way, in a sense. It's a childish way as well. Meaning that it's a good way to teach children, to show children, to convey it to children, right? It's okay to bring it up, as an adult as well, and to other adults. But because the state of our health is so bad, and it's really bad right now. We don't really have the time to get too caught up with the idea, we can't really afford to try to live or try to guess our way through health by using the shape method. It's a decent method, right? The body part method is a decent method, but it's like, for instance, a banana is shaped like a phallus, right? If you don't know what phallus is, and you can Google it, you'll find out very quickly. It's shaped like a phallus, but I wouldn't tell you to eat a banana. Ashe. or even an eggplant. Right. So, you know, its shape representing doesn't necessarily mean that we should eat it or that it's going to be as beneficial as we were hoping. And that's why it's kind of, you know, it's cool, you know, to use it. Peace to Rosa Mocha. It's cool to use the whole, you know, body parts, you know, shaped foods concept. Like it's a decent way of looking at things, but to really get the most out of this whole nutrition thing, and to really fix our disease problem, and get our bodies to be at the levels that they need to be at the level of strength and health they need to be at in order for us to ascend to higher levels. You know, we're going to have to get a lot deeper into the mix of understanding nutrition, than just trying to use shapes. All right, so that would be my opinion on that. Because actually, not even though Walmarts are very healthy for you and very healthy for the brain, there is a certain percentage of the population that struggles with eating walnuts. There are a certain percentage that have a decent percentage that have like a certain, almost like an allergenic or some sort of sensitivity, like a sensitivity to some of to walnuts to a certain extent. So though it may be a brain shaped, right, it could create some other issues for certain people, right? So I'll give you another minute or two. See if you have any other questions, comments, or concerns. Otherwise, we'll keep it floating. Let's see, Duüblé says, peace to Gina Cochina. Thoughts on Venus full moon on Saturn day. Libra full moon. Yeah, I was a little confused on that one. I was like, how we doing? We doing other planets' moons now? How I do that? That's a whole nother level. The Libra full moon on Saturday. Well, a Libra full moon is one of my more favorite moons. It's definitely one of my more favorite moons. Yeah, so things tend to be, it's one of the most least intense moons, I will say that. Because it's a full moon, you're going to have a, you know, uptick in the spiritual energy, right? But because it's in Libra, it's, you know, Libra represents, you know, balance and fairness and things like that. It doesn't necessarily mean that there's going to be an uptick in balance and fairness, but the energy, you there'll be like some, maybe an uptick in like conversations. There'll be more conversations, more expressing of oneself, people expressing their thoughts a lot more, right? There'll be a lot more communication. And then you got the Saturn on a Saturn day, on a Saturn, right? So that Capricorn energy, that, the kind of intense debate type of energy, that's say what's on my mind type of energy, right? That, straightforward, right? But it's just a great day for really conversation. It's a great day to give a speech. It's a great day to to do any like mass communication or face-to-face communication. It's a really good day to just explain, how you feel about things, how you see things, or maybe you just want to, talk about something in particular. It's a good day to talk things out. It's a good thing to talk things out, right? It can get, a little intense and things like that just because it's the full moon, but most people will be able to handle it, though. Most people will be able to handle it because of the moon that it's in, right? So yeah. And, it says balanced exchanges. You could say that. You could say that. I don't want to necessarily say balanced exchanges, but I do want to say that it just, you're more likely to be able to keep control of it without it getting too far out of hand. Without getting too far out of hand, right? But at the same time, see, people think balanced exchanges, so that means like everyone's just going to be able to express themselves evenly and equally. That's not necessarily the case, especially because it's on a Saturn day. So it could be very much one-sided, where one side is dominating the conversation. One side is dominating, their ideas and their viewpoints. And still the conversation may not get out of hand to where it becomes like this intense battle. The other person may just accept it and just kind of go along with it for the time being. It might feel like the exchange was balanced as far as how it went, and it ended on a decent note, right? But it still can be lopsided, though. It can definitely be lopsided because of the Saturn energy. So, that's just something to be mindful of, because it's the funny thing about the balance thing. Libras tend to want to be fair, because fairness represents balanced. But not everyone sees it that way. Not everyone sees balanced or looks at fairness and balance in the same way as a Libra does. So there are going to be certain individuals that are going to overly let other people express themselves more, for the sake of trying to be fair, and really they'll be doing themselves a injustice, doing themselves an injustice, right? So that's the type of energy that's coming with the full moon in Libra on Saturday. But most people should be okay. Most people should be okay. Do look out for the government to do something. Look for something big in the government, I'll say. Look for something big happening in government, in political matters. Look for something big to happen in political matters. Because a lot of governments, it could be our government, it could be another government from another country. But look for government to do something big in that time. Why? Because governments like to do things on the weekends. They like to do things on the weekends when a lot of government buildings are closed So I like to do a lot of things on the weekends. So this full moon could be a change in structure and policy, because Saturn deals with structure and organization. So there could definitely be a change in structure or policy or organization over the weekend, whether it be in government, whether it be in banking. Banks like to do this too on the weekends. Whether it be in the stock market, the economy, right? Definitely the stock market. Look for a shift just in other Fortune 500 companies and their policies and their, maybe layoffs might come, any like those different types of things could happen during this full moon. So some things to keep in mind. Said Venus goes direct on the same day, Ashe, so that's, so that's definitely, it could be a good time to, could be a decent time to have for partner conversations. Yeah, but it depends on where Venus is. I don't know what sign Venus is in right now. Peace to energy warrior. So Venus is in Aries, okay. Direct in Aries, okay. So when it comes to relationships in that regard, then it would be better to not focus so much on conversation then when it comes to relationships, and that also includes like family and friends as well. But to try to more focus on being of service. More focus on being of service to your partner, to your, close friends, family. Just being a listening ear to them. Try to keep the judgments, to a minimum at this juncture, right? And it'll be easier to do because the moon will be in Libra, so it'll be an easier time to do it. But that doesn't mean that it can't get out of hand. Please understand, it can definitely get out of hand still because of full moon. You just, it's just that the moon's a little more on your side versus if it was in a lot of other signs, then you really would have to be mindful. My recommendation on any full moon really is to direct in Pisces. Okay, well then that's a totally different ball game. So it being direct in Pisces, well, that's a good sign. So that's a much better sign. Much better sign then. Okay. But that can also, you got to be just careful of hurting people's feelings then. So you just want to try to be very mindful about using your words, how you use your words. Because it's not so much that is going to create a ferocious argument, but it's an easy time to hurt people's feelings. Definitely easy time to hurt people's feelings. right? And you might want to be careful yourself because you don't get your feelings hurt either. So just be mindful of, and try to keep the conversations light. Just try to keep the conversations light, all right? And just focus more on trying to just have a good time, getting, whatever task done that you need to get done, just kind of being easy to work with, that type of stuff. All right, just try to be easy to work with. Just be direct. Your directness should go over pretty decently well. And then I'm trying to keep the judgment words, to a minimum, trying to avoid hurting people's feelings because it'll be a lot easier at this time. And try to keep the volume to a minimum as well. Try not to do too much yelling because people will be more sensitive to that type of loud energy. Ashe. So that is today's video piece to Eric Fountain. So we'll go ahead and say Ashe, Asante, Amen. Ime Kamalika, it is done. And we will see you tomorrow. Ashe.